Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm here today to go through my March hopefuls. I am a self-confessed mood reader, so I don't really do very well with TBRs because I just like to go where the mood takes me, but I do like to have a bit of an idea about what I want to read for the month, so I thought I would show you what I want to read during March. Typically, I read maybe like 4 to 5 books a month. I'm not a super quick reader. I would say pretty average. I am currently a full-time mum, so obviously he takes my priority, and I tend to read when I have some downtime. And I used to read a lot more, but I'm doing what I can while I am in my mum era. So, without further ado, let's jump right in. I currently have 5 books that I would quite like to get to during March. The first being Heavenly Bodies by Imani Eru, I think that's how you pronounce it. I have seen loads of people talk about this. People adore this. I was lucky enough to get this through my Fairy Loot subscription, and I got this gorgeous copy. I saw Emmy Rosen read it and she gave it like 6 stars. She loved it, and it has been on my radar ever since. And quite honestly, look at this edition. I know, right? It's definitely one of the most prettiest books I own. I will read you the synopsis. You know the most dangerous kind of villain, a woman with nothing left to lose. In a world ruled by the stars, cruel and merciless gods, Alara has been cursed by fate. A prophecy promises she will fall for a star, but it will kill them both. When a star of wrath and war descends to hunt Alara, the neighbouring kingdom sees an opportunity to take her from her home, the kingdom of night, to Helios, the kingdom of light, where she strides straight into the arms of an enemy prince. There, Alara is forced to either let Princess Lorenzo train her into a weapon, worthy of battling against the tyrannical reign of the stars, or to accept her fate. But there are shadows even within the kingdom of light, and they threaten to reveal the darkness in Lorenzo's past, and in the ancient magic that slumbers in Alara's veins, and, with it all, the undeniable star-crossed pull between them. So, I mean, I think that sounds absolutely phenomenal. So this is book one. The second book on my radar is the first book in the Rebel Blue Ranch series. I actually own all of these. I hate these stickers, they drive me nuts. It's been on my TBR for a while, and I've been wanting to read it. I've heard nothing but great things about this series. Obviously, I adore Elsie Silver's Chestnut Spring, and I wanted to get into a new cowboy romance series, so here we are. I don't think I need to give this an introduction, but it's a cowboy romance. Okay, so the back says, for the first time in her life, Clementine Amy Ryder has no idea what she's doing. She's accomplished everything on her to-do list. She left the small hometown of Meadowlark, Wyoming, went to college and made a career for herself by doing her favourite thing, riding horses. But after an accident makes it impossible for her to get back into the saddle, she has no choice but to return to the hometown she always wanted to escape. Luke Brooks is Meadowlark's most notorious bad boy, bar owner and bachelor. He is also the unofficial fifth member of the Ryder family. As Emmy's older brother's best friend, Luke spent most of his childhood antagonising her. It has been years since he's seen her, but when she walks into his bar and back into his life, he can't take his eyes off her. Against his better judgment, he wants to do a whole lot more than just look at her. As things between Emmy and Brooks heat up, it gets more difficult for him to keep his hands off her. Can he help her get her spark back, or will they both go up in flames? I mean, need I see more? So that is book two. Book three is Malice by John Gwynne. Now, this was actually on my January hopefuls. In fact, I think it was actually on my December hopefuls. And I just never got around to it. It's a chunky old boy, and I crumbled to the commitment, which I don't know why. I don't know why, because I read a lot of chunky books. This is the first in a series. This has been on my radar for a while, but I had planned to pick it up as part of Beck on the Books Catch Up Book Club, and they were reading this over December and January, and I just never got around to it. It'll be my first epic fantasy series, and I think that's maybe why I've been hesitant to pick it up. But it sounds phenomenal. I'll read you the back. The banished lands have a violent past, where armies of men and giants clashed in battle. An uneasy peace reigns, but now giants stir once more. The very stones weep blood, and there are sighting of gigantic worms. Those who can still read the signs see a prophecy realized. Sorrow will darken the world as angels and demons make it their battlefield. Young Corbin watches enviously as boys become warriors and yearns to join them, determined that he will make his family proud. It is only when everything he knows is threatened that he discovers the true cost of becoming a man. As the kings look to their borders and priests beg answers from the gods, only a chosen few know that the fate of the world will be decided between two champions, the Black Sun and the Bright Star, and with their coming will be a war to end all wars. Again, it sounds phenomenal. I just need to pick it up. I just need to commit. I think there's 4 books in this series, and I think they all just get bigger, but I'm going to do it. March is going to be the month. I can feel it in my waters. So that's that. Next one is In the Weeds by B.K. Borison. This is the second in the Love Light Farm series. I read Love Light Farms over Christmas time and really, really loved it. I've only heard positive things about this series. I've heard that it just gets better and better and better as it goes on. I did really like Love Light Farms. I think I gave it 4 star. I thought it was super cozy and like perfect for that time of year. I'd put off reading it because I wanted to read it at Christmas time. So I feel like this is the best time to start this. And the back of this says, a grumpy farmer, a no-nonsense social media influencer, a small town of busy boys, and 4 very cute kittens. Evelyn St. James isn't the kind of woman you forget. Beckett Porter certainly hasn't. One incredible weekend in Maine, and he's officially a man distracted. So when she suddenly appears on his farm as part of the social media contest, he's confused. He had no idea that the sweet and sexy woman he met at a bar is actually a global phenomenon. Social media influencer Evelyn St. James. Feeling disconnected from her work and increasingly unhappy, Evelyn is trying to find her way back to something real. She returns to the last place she was happy, Lovelight Farms and the tiny town of Inglewild. It has absolutely nothing to do with the hot farmer she spent 2 incredible nights with. Nothing at all. Oh, I just got shivers. I think I'm going to really like this one. I loved Beckett in the first book, so I'm going to jump into this. And my final of this hopeful list is The House in the Cerulean Sea by TJ Klune. Again, I've never read anything by TJ Klune, and I'm dying to get to this. It, again, gets nothing but good reviews, and I feel like you can't go wrong with a cozy fantasy, right? So the back says, he expected nothing, but they gave him everything. Linus Baker leads a quiet life. At 40, he has a tiny house with a devious cat and his beloved records for company. And at the department in charge of magical youth, he spent many dull years monitoring their orphanages. Then one day, Linus is summoned by extremely upper management and given a highly classified assignment. He must travel to an orphanage where 6 dangerous children reside, including the Antichrist. There, Linus must somehow determine if they could bring on the end of days, but their guardian, charming and enigmatic, Arthur will do anything to protect his wards. As Arthur and Linus grow ever closer, Linus must choose between duty and his dreams. I just think it sounds lovely, and it's a wee short, guys. I feel like that's a good haul. Like I say, I am a mood reader, so we've got 5 hopefuls. It's more of a hopeful rather than a TBR, but this is what we're looking at for this month, and I think that's a pretty good stack. What do you think? Have you read any of these? I would love to know in the comments if you've read any of these and what your thoughts and feelings are. If you loved them, did you carry on any of the series? Do you think I will love them? Or do you think I won't? Let me know what you think. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and leave me a like and a comment. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.